Alright, how's it going? It's Hien here, and in this video you're in for a treat because we're going to walk you through exactly how to set up Facebook ads and how to go from a Facebook ads beginner to Facebook ads expert literally in one video. So obviously you're in for a treat if you're looking to learn Facebook ads. This is going to be a step-by-step process, so I'm going to dive into it really quickly here. So firstly, who is this for? It's for you if you've maybe realized that Facebook ads works, you've seen success stories where you literally have no idea how to run ads. We're going to break it down for you. This is also for you if you watch countless of other YouTube videos scattered around, but you still don't really know the process to generate results with Facebook. Third, maybe you set up ads for yourself already. You set up ads for maybe a client, but it just completely bombed. You didn't get results. We're going to break down where you're going wrong here. So again, without further ado, I'm going to dive right into it.
Alright, so as I said, this is going to be the one video that you need to watch to master Facebook ads and go from a beginner to an expert. So literally the ultimate guide to Facebook ads, the one thing that you need to watch in terms of mastering Facebook ads. As I said previously, the video is going to break down exactly what steps, and not just the basic stuff, but more advanced stuff that's definitely going to get you results with Facebook. And at the end of the video, you want to watch to the end because I'm going to reveal certain templates that you can utilize yourself, as well as a worksheet as well that you can utilize to actually get results with your ads. So first things first, who is this video for? So as not to waste any of your time. Obviously your time is valuable watching this video. You're not just going to sit through it if it doesn't actually concern you or doesn't actually have benefit to you. So who this video is for is number one, the newcomer. So you know what Facebook ads are, you have seen or heard others getting amazing results with Facebook ads, but you just don't know how it works. Number two, you might be the knowledge collector. And the knowledge collector is somebody I like to call who's watched numerous YouTube videos, you've maybe been on a course, but you still don't know the precise steps to run Facebook ads. Perhaps the YouTube videos have been confusing, perhaps the course has been confusing, or again, you just don't know still how to really get results in a consistent manner with Facebook. Number three, this video is for you if you are a failing advertiser. So you have run ads and maybe you're still running ads at this very moment, and you thought those ads were going to be amazing, those ads are going to crush it for you. But lo and behold, when you looked at those results, you were getting back no results from those Facebook ads that you thought would crush it. So where exactly are you going wrong? Again, this video is going to break down exactly that. So whether or not you're a beginner, whether or not you are more advanced, it's going to have something for you to understand where you're going wrong and leave you in no doubts. Number four, the curious skill builder. This video is literally if you just want to also learn a valuable skill. Maybe you know Facebook ads is valuable, you're not currently running any ads, but you know this skill set, if you learn it, has the potential to create amazing opportunities and bring some freedom into your life as well. Hence the reason for you being on a video like this. So a bit about myself. I've already personally spent tens of thousands in Facebook advertising spend in the last few months alone. Again, I've been doing this over 3 years. So this is just a small chunk of the amount that I've spent on Facebook. And again, I'm going to show some proof so you know that this video is not just from somebody who is talking about things perhaps that I've learned, but I've actually not implemented myself. Everything taught on here is actionable stuff that I've learned and that actually has got results back for myself over the last couple of years. So this also, in terms of myself, I've literally spent thousands of hours creating campaigns inside the Facebook Ads Manager. So in addition to the large amounts that I've already spent for myself and my clients on Facebook, I've also spent thousands of hours setting up campaigns, tweaking campaigns, understanding campaigns. So everything in this video is, again, very in-depth, and you won't literally need to watch any other video in terms of Facebook ads, as I've said. So you're not just going to learn the basic stuff that you can find anywhere by just Googling or anything like that. These are going to be working and proven advanced strategies as well that you can use to get results on Facebook, and not just for one type of business, but various different types of businesses and different niches as well. So everything is going to be covered. And again, as I said, just so you know that I'm somebody who has got results with the strategies that we're about to teach you today, and in this next 1 hour or this next 30 minutes, however long you stay on this training. Again, just so you know that I'm somebody who's actually got these results, I'll just show you a few case studies and a few results from clients of mine or from campaigns that I've actually set up. So this is one client campaign. So just listen for a few seconds to see that actually I'm not just telling you things I've not implemented myself, but everything you're going to learn is actionable stuff that's got back tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands in revenue from Facebook advertising.
Just thought I'd do a quick review for Octane and Henry Hien, the marketing company. So I've been working with them on Facebook marketing for about 3-4 months now. My ROAS and spend was about 1.5, spend maybe 2,000 or 3,000 a month. We've now gone to 10,000 spend and 3.5 to 4 ROAS. So as you can see, that's a massive difference. It's really helped grow my business massively. I've worked with Henry for, like I said, 3 months now, and he's just been fantastic. Whenever I message him, within an hour or two, he always replies, always available for a Skype call.
Okay, I won't go too much in depth in terms of how I operate as an agency or anything like that, but as you can see, this is a result from Facebook ads that myself and my agency have set up using principles we're going to teach you today. And these principles, in this example, you can see we're generating upwards of £40,000 a month from Facebook ads. So obviously what you're going to learn here is going to give you the potential to get similar sorts of results for yourself, or understand how to do that.
Got to do a quick.
Another client result using Facebook ads. As you can see, this is an e-commerce store. We got in this time period, we spent £30,000 in this time period, and we got back 114,700 in revenue. We as you can see, averaging purchases for £7.60, and this is a fairly expensive product. Not fairly expensive, but definitely more than £7. So we're definitely getting profit on that. Then you can see 4,184 purchases in that time period directly from Facebook advertising. So with £32,000 spent, £114,000 in revenue, that is a profit of £82,000 from Facebook. Now another example, as you can see here, 2,000 just in 30-day period. As you can see from the screenshot here, it's 30,000 pounds also spent on this campaign in those 30 days, 2,000 purchases just from Facebook ads in that 30-day period. What would that mean for your business if you could do the same? These are also more client results in terms of a local business. As you can see here, we got 205 leads in 1 month for this business, an average of $7 per lead. The average value of a customer was $150. So basically this campaign has spent $1,500 and turned that $1,500 into $30,000 worth of leads. 205 leads for $1,500. What would it mean for your business if you could generate that as well? So what are you going to learn in this video? You're going to learn how to set up Facebook ads for e-commerce, so learn to create ads that drive results and sales for e-commerce businesses. Next, you're also going to learn Facebook ads for local businesses or lead generation. So learn to create ads that drive results for local businesses and get really solid leads that convert into sales as well for local businesses. Next, you're going to learn Facebook ads for coaches and info products. So be able to create ads that get results for coaches, consultants, and information products. Next, how to generate the highest return. So you also learn how to get more money back from your ads with effective retargeting strategies and Facebook lookalike audiences. Number 5, apart from all that, you learn how to interpret and understand Facebook data. Learn exactly how to understand every single number or term reported in the Facebook ads manager. So there'll be no confusion at all what sort of results you're generating. You completely understand how to interpret everything that comes about as a result of the ads you run. 6, you learn to overcome the most common mistakes that people make on Facebook and preventing those. Number 7, how to write Facebook ad copy and create images as well. So the most effective ways to write Facebook ad copy, and an extremely simple and free method to create images as well that can get you sales. So in absolute complete transparency, I am making this video to be able to profit, of course, and I'm not just doing this to spread goodness in the world, be a good Samaritan, and obviously I want to help people. I wouldn't put the time in to make this video, but again, I'm also making this video to profit for myself. In full transparency, I run a Facebook advertising agency focused on getting e-commerce clients results as well as other businesses, and I have an education company as well, helping students or aspiring entrepreneurs get better results with their Facebook ads and start and scale a digital marketing agency. So obviously I profit from making these videos like these or others that I have on this YouTube channel, because maybe a business owner watching this, a small percentage of you will be a business owner, and you might see this and decide that you want someone else to handle this for you rather than going at it alone, or a potential student looking to get started with entrepreneurship. You might be in that category and might decide to get some help to start and scale your agency more effectively and quicker with less money spent. So in that case, of course, we can be of help. But despite all that, I won't be holding anything back in this video. Without a doubt, this will be the most in-depth video you have watched on Facebook advertising till date, and the only video you will need to watch to start getting results on Facebook. Literally, just from this video, everything will be covered to get results on Facebook. So, in actual fact, as I said, you will get a free worksheet and charts below this video that you can use to set up your own ads in an effective manner. So stay till the end. Not only will you get templates, but below this video, you can just click on a worksheet that's going to come up below, and you can also utilize this worksheet throughout the video. You can work alongside me and start sort of generating your own ads whilst walking through this video with me. So before we continue, firstly, there's numerous platforms, there's numerous social media platforms, but why Facebook ads? Why am I making this tutorial? Why should you be learning Facebook ads? Why should your business be advertising on Facebook? So as you can see from these screenshots here, the first one is showing the monthly active Facebook users. As you can see, the trend is just literally been on the rise every single quarter. It's consistently going up, and it's peaked in the end of 2018, where I got this screenshot from. So this information is updated once per quarter, and they are in at least as of December 2018, there is a 2.32 billion that's not million, that's not thousands, 2.3 billion monthly active people, and not just monthly users but active. They're actively on the platform engaging with content. 2.32 billion people every single month on Facebook. So in other words, because there's 2 billion active people on Facebook every single month, no doubt your audience is on Facebook. No matter what you sell, no matter what service you have, your target audience, people that are potential customers of yours that will be paying you money, are currently right now on Facebook. And times have changed from the radio days or the TV print ads, the traditional form of advertising, which maybe it still works, but it doesn't provide some of the benefits that you have on Facebook. The other benefits you have on Facebook are hugely powerful targeting capabilities. So as opposed to radio, maybe a radio, obviously they play on specific stations, or you've got a billboard in specific areas, but it still doesn't guarantee you're going to be reaching a specific demographic, or you will be reaching people outside that demographic as well. You can't properly track things, but on Facebook it's got hugely powerful targeting capabilities, so you can track and you can also target specifically the type of people that you want to reach with your ads. So if you've got a specific person in a specific demographic that tends to buy your products, or you know is a fit, you can literally just target that person and make sure your ads and your money that you spend only goes to those people. Again, you can choose how much you spend as well. So you don't necessarily need to be spending thousands per day if you don't have that budget. You don't need to be spending hundreds or even $20 or anything like that if you don't have the budget. You can literally allocate your ads depending on what budget you have. So you can start with as little as $1 per day with this entire system that I'm going to walk you through. You can start with that if that is your budget. So there's no excuse for any business owner out there. If you are needing customers or leads, there's no reason that you shouldn't be advertising on Facebook, even if your budget is as low as $1 a day, which is $50, $30 per month. Any business owner, you should have that. But again, I wouldn't recommend you necessarily just run with $1 a day, but that is enough to start getting some results with Facebook. So another benefit is with Facebook, you can differentiate between cold audiences and warm audiences. So in other words, you can differentiate between people who have heard of your product, service, with people who have not heard or interacted with your product or service. So compared to, say, a billboard, which is going to give the same message to people who are existing customers of yours, they've never heard of your business, they're sort of warm to your business, it's going to give the same message. But with Facebook, because you can differentiate between those cold and warm audiences, you can give different messages to that audience, and it's going to be a much more effective marketing message. Obviously, you're going to tire people out who are customers if you're giving the same message to them as somebody who never heard of your business. So the way you can do this on Facebook is by building custom audiences and doing retargeting, which we'll walk you through setting up in this tutorial here. So that is a very powerful thing on Facebook. Next, Facebook has also got an extremely powerful algorithm and machine learning platform that learns your ideal audience over time. So for example, if you start running ads this month, presumably the algorithm is going to learn in the next month what sort of people purchased or became leads or customers of you in month 1. And in month 2, the algorithm is going to enable you to get even better results and utilize things like lookalike audiences, which are going to be also very powerful for you. So it's as you can see, this is no doubt why you should be on Facebook ads. So also, what targeting options do you have on Facebook? I've just mentioned some of the benefits, and I mentioned targeting as a benefit. So what options do you have in terms of targeting? Who can you target on Facebook? So as you can see here from these screenshots, you are able to literally put a pin in a location that you want to target. You can choose the radius around where you want to target. It could be a 10-mile radius, 20-mile radius, 50-mile radius. You can do an entire city depending on where your ideal customer is. You can narrow in, drop a pin. You can choose a specific zip code and do that on here. Next, you can also choose the age, gender, which languages the person speaks. If they've previously had interacted with your Facebook page, you can do all that here. Another thing that you can do in terms of the targeting is you can choose, for example, people who have specific interests. If maybe you sell cars, you can target people who drive a specific type of car, because maybe you can then sell them those car parts. So you can target people based on the car that they drive, based on their income level. Facebook are taking away some targeted capabilities in certain areas, but you still can, for example, target certain areas where you know that generally people in that area are fairly wealthy if you're selling a wealthy product, or you can type in interests that generally people that are wealthy also have. Then, as you can see that I've done here, you can also narrow in terms of maybe you're looking for somebody who's sporty and drives a Volkswagen. You can literally narrow that in with Facebook targeting as well, and it gives you an estimate of the amount of people that are in that area. So at every stage, you know exactly how many people you're targeting, and so on. It's put right there. So as we said, you can target based on location, target based on income, target people on your email list, so people who've interacted with your business beforehand, maybe existing customers, people who have certain interests, like for example, they like Apple products, so they use Apple products. You can target people based on things like that, which operating system they use. You can target people who travel frequently based on the age, target people who actively purchase products online. Facebook keeps track of all these data points to allow you to then target with that. Also, you can target people who have recently moved, in case maybe you're targeting things for new homeowners. You can target people based on how many children they have in their household. It's very, very granular in terms of what you can get. Also, you can utilize lookalike audiences where Facebook are going to find people similar to a specific group you've chosen. So for example, if you got a number of purchases in the last month, or you have a specific customer list, you can tell Facebook to find a lookalike audience, and they're going to find people most similar to that group, scour their whole database of billions of users, and find 1,000,000 or so people who most match those that demographic that you are looking for. So that is obviously extremely powerful. No other platform has these capabilities. The first thing you need to understand, though, as we go throughout this tutorial, the first thing that you need to understand before you start advertising on Facebook is the context of the platform. So in understanding how to set up ads, before we actually dive into the specifics that you set up, you need to understand the context of the Facebook platform. So similar to Instagram, people are on Facebook. It's interruption marketing, because people are not on Facebook to look at ads. And I might just flash up either my Instagram or Facebook to show you how people scroll on Instagram or Facebook. They're not looking, or they're not on Facebook or social media to look at ads. But if you can't get noticed with your ads, as we'll walk you through, you will get a lot of results. But if you set up your ads to look too much like an ad, you aren't going to be successful on Facebook, because you're trying to blend into that ecosystem, which is people that are on Facebook to look at cat videos, to look at pictures of friends, travel photos, things like that. Nobody necessarily wants to see an ad. So you need to appear as native as possible, so you don't stand out clearly as an ad, or people that will scream spam to people. They won't look at your ad, they won't click on your ad. So you want to make sure that you seem as native as possible and don't seem too much like an ad. I know it's counterintuitive, but this is what you need to do. But so even though you shouldn't seem like an ad, you want to speak clearly to the benefit that your audience is going to get from paying attention to you. So as a question, how do you get noticed on Facebook? So as we said, you are on a native platform, but you want to get noticed. So how can you get noticed on the Facebook platform and make sure when people are scrolling with their thumbs on the Facebook newsfeed, they actually stop on your ad? So number one, you want to utilize an image or video that gets attention. That is the first thing. So whichever image or video you choose in your ad, you want to make sure that it's a eye-catching image or video so that people actually stop and they attract to look at it. Number two, then after they've stopped and they attract, they stop the scroll with their thumb when they're scrolling on Facebook, because a large amount of people are actually on mobile. Then your ad copy, you want to make sure that your ad copy, which is the text in your ad, actually hooks somebody in after they've stopped and draws them in further with a story or something like that to draw them in further to your ad. Then once they've been drawn in, you want to give them a great offer to incentivize them to take action and to go to your landing page or to go to the next stage of where you want to take them to. So in terms of local businesses, now you understand how to get noticed. With local businesses, this is the process to get results with Facebook ads. So Facebook ad to landing page to thank you page. So a Facebook ad is going to get attention. Your ad, this is what people see on Facebook, is going to get attention, offer something of value to your audience, and the key is to try and offer something free or of a reduced price. And the reason for this is obviously everyone likes a free offer. So when people see a free or reduced offer item, they're much more likely to want to click on that to take advantage of it. The landing page then next is where you send people, and on that landing page you're going to want to capture details, name, email and phone number. Then on a thank you page, you deliver on what you promised and have a chance for an upsell, which provides another incentive, and that's where you make most of your money as a local business, is through the thank you page after the Facebook ad, after the landing page and after the thank you page. With an e-commerce thing, it's going to be from a Facebook ad, again, get attention, offer something of value to an audience, get them onto your site, send somebody to a product page. So on the product page is where you send the audience to your e-commerce product page. Then retargeting, you retarget anyone who visits the site with an even better offer. So most of the money with e-commerce is made with retargeting, but some is also made by sending people to a product page. What this actually looks like in practice is something like this. As we said, you have a Facebook ad, you send people to a landing page. As you can see here, this is the Facebook ad. Hey, and you choose the name of the city, for example. Are you looking to get in the best shape of your life and enjoy the process with a team of people who will push, motivate, and keep you accountable every step of the way? With your ad, you want to ask questions like this to get people to say yes in their minds, and that is going to reaffirm that they belong to this group. Then next, you want to hook people in and give an offer. So we're doing something amazing to help you just do that. For a limited time, receive a free 1-week pass to the name of your business. Sign up below. There's only 7 passes available. Then you send somebody to the free 1-week pass. On a landing page here, they've got to enter their name and the email address to actually get this. Then once they've done that, it's going to take them to a thank you page with details on how to redeem the offer, as well as a chance to upsell them or get them to take further action. So one thing to note is when you are setting up your ads, which will walk you through the entire process later on, there are certain key metrics that you need to pay attention to, because on Facebook there's so many things that you can look at, so many different types of metrics. So where do you need to actually put your focus? So the first place you need to put your focus is on the cost per click, a cost per link click, which is the cost that you're spending to get a click to your landing page or to your site. So the metric that you want to be aiming for is about 50 cents to $1.50. If it's anything too much above that, that is above the threshold that you want to be paying for a click. So you might need to look at your ads, they're not performing how you want them to perform. Next, you want to look at the CTR, or the link click-through rate, which is the percent of people who see an ad and then actually click on the ad. That is the link click-through rate, and you want to aim for a link click-through rate of 1 to 3%, and that's a good indicator that the ad is doing well. The higher the link click-through rate, the better your ad is actually performing. Next, obviously, look for a cost per purchase, and this is the cost for a sale from your Facebook ad. So the cost per purchase you should go for depends on how well your product page converts. You need to aim for around 2%, that from cold traffic. That is what you generally want to be aiming for, and you should be profitable with a cost per purchase that is, you should make sure you are profitable with your cost per purchase and it makes sense for you. The same thing with your cost per lead. The cost per lead from your Facebook ads, again, depend on how well your landing page converts, and you should be profitable with a good cost per lead. So just walking you through this, what is a bad Facebook ad and what is a good Facebook ad, so you understand, once you start setting up the ads, perhaps why your ad is not performing, and so on. So take a look at this ad. Again, this is just an ad that came up on my Instagram. Obviously, Instagram is part of Facebook, hence why this is on this tutorial. But this is just one that I came up with randomly. So as you can see here, the image is not bad at all for this ad. I actually like this image because it seems very natural and native. But if you can see, this ad, looking at the copy, doesn't mention who this ad is actually for. So even if somebody stops on this ad, by reading it, look at the ad copy. The frog says, since God created it to squat, it never stands on its legs. Procrastination often leads to losses, blah, blah, blah. This doesn't make sense for me. I don't know who this is meant for. I'm not going to take action on this ad. So it doesn't mention who this is for. So I'll probably just stop reading already because I don't think it's for me. Next, there's no hook or pain points that really draw me in. It doesn't provide me with any solutions or offers, and definitely no call to action. So this is therefore a bad Facebook ad. A good Facebook ad, on the other hand, as you can see here I got this from Billie Jean is Marketing actually, so credit to them. As you can see, it says, attention San Diego, looking to cross something off your bucket list. We're giving away 50 coupons for you and a friend to try out our flying trapeze class for 75% off. If you're looking to face your fears, get in shape, or just have some fun, then click download and see why so many people are hooked on this extraordinary experience. Here, as you can see very clearly, this mentions who this ad is for and who it's talking to. Attention San Diego, looking to cross something off your bucket list. If the answer to that is yes, or if you are in San Diego, then obviously this is perfect for you and it gets you to pay attention. Obviously, the image as well shows the activity. It's a very good and engaging one. Next, it's got hook and pain points. So we're giving away 50 coupons for you and a friend to try out our flying trapeze for 75% off. So those are a mixture of hook and pain points. Also, they're looking to cross something off your bucket list. That really draws somebody in. Then also it gives a solution and a great offer, which is the 75% off with the 50 coupons to try out the flying trapeze class. That's an awesome offer, 75% off, something that's going to be so much fun. Next, finally, it's got a call to action. If you're looking to face your fears, get in shape, or just have some fun, then click download and see why so many people are hooked on this extraordinary experience. One rule online is if you don't specify exactly what actions you want somebody to take online, most likely they're going to not take any action at all. So now that you understand exactly sort of an overview of the difference in a good Facebook ad and the elements between a bad Facebook ad and a good one, this is the perfect Facebook process to drive results. You want to follow this process to be able to generate real results from Facebook ads. So number one, you need to research your ideal customer. So what demographic are they in? What keeps them up at night? What are their pain points? And you can use Google as well as Facebook Audience Insights to research more and note things down, to really dive deep into what pain points this customer base has. You can go into forums and really research that way as well. Number two, what is the perfect offer? So what offer would appeal to your ideal audience based on your research? You can use Groupon to see what sort of offers might resonate with that audience. Then you can also use info and ads on competitors' pages. That is a tab on every single Facebook page where you can spy into all your competitors and see what ads they're currently running to a cold audience. Next, after you've done that, you research the ideal customer. You've come up with a perfect offer that will resonate with that audience. Then you want to create an ad and actually set up the ad campaigns. Ensure the ad captures attention and then also hooks the reader and then has a call to action directing them to a landing page. Number 4 is the funnel and sale. So you send people to a funnel finally that drives a sale and converts people. So again, once you understand all that and the perfect process, you have some understanding of that, we're going to sign up for the Facebook Business Manager where you want to run the ads from. As soon as you sign up for the Facebook Business Manager, you're going to then install the Facebook Pixel on your landing pages as soon as you have everything set up, and double check installation with Facebook Pixel Helper Chrome extension. So quickly, I'll just walk you through. We'll just show you how exactly to utilize the Facebook Business Manager. As a side note, there's going to be a more in-depth video just on the Business Manager that I'll put a link to on the top right-hand corner here. But this is how you set up the Facebook Business Manager. So to set up the Facebook Business Manager, you just literally want to go to business.facebook.com, and it's going to pull up a page that's going to ask you to sign up for the Facebook Business Manager. So this is the page that you're going to see, and then you can literally just create an account and log in from here. So this is where you want to run all your ads from, because it's a very robust platform, and again, it's completely free. So just literally create that account. If you're watching along with me now, create that account. If you don't have one, you can pause the video and come back to it. Create that Business Manager account so you can then start running ads. Once you created your Facebook Business Manager, again, it won't look exactly like this because mine obviously has ads set up inside here, but you might start to see something similar to this, which is the Ads Manager. Inside the Facebook Business Manager, it's got the analytics, audiences, custom conversions, Business Manager, Ads Manager, all sorts of things that are inside here that you can run campaigns with, or it can help to run campaigns. Mostly you're going to be spending your time in the Ads Manager here setting up ad campaigns. Then you're also going to have audiences that you'll utilize as well to set up audiences. You have the Pixel here to check out and install your Facebook Pixel properly. There's also automated rules in case you want to set limits on, for example, the cost per click or the cost per purchase. Facebook will stop your ads when you get to a specific point. These are all things you can do in the Facebook Ads Manager. Maybe you want to play around with some of these, but the main ones that you use, as I said, are Ads Manager, audiences, audience insights, maybe to do a bit of research as well as setting up things from your Pixel here. And if you do e-commerce, you will set up as well catalogs, which are product catalogs that help you do dynamic product ads, which is a type of retargeting on Facebook. But first things first, this is again what the audience Ads Manager looks like inside the Business Manager. So once that is set up, that's the first thing to do. And then you want to come into here, go to Pixels, which I'll just guide you through, and see what comes up there. Alright, so once you're actually inside and you've set up the Facebook Business Manager, you want to come into Pixels from here. So go to All Tools, go to Pixels here. Then you want to go inside there, and then you want to click here, set up and install Pixel. So once you do that, it's going to allow you to start setting up the Facebook Pixel. So you click here, manually install the Pixel yourself. Let's make sure that comes up. So what that's going to do is going to give you a code that you literally need to just copy and place into the head code of either your website, if you have a WordPress website, or ClickFunnels page, or e-commerce Shopify website, and it gives you instructions on exactly how to do that. I'll personally show you how to do it on ClickFunnels, but again, it breaks down everything that you need to do. And if you aren't comfortable doing this, you can actually just forward it to a web developer that can literally just enter this code which comes here, copy this, and you can then put that into your website or landing page. In order to then check that the Facebook Pixel is installed properly, what you want to do is go to the website that you're actually advertising for. If you've already got a landing page set up, you want to go to the landing page. Then, as we said, you want to use the Facebook Pixel Helper extension, which comes here, to make sure that the Facebook Pixel has been installed. So as you can see, obviously we're not on a site, so there's no pixels. Let me just type in dentist and see what comes up. I'm going to just pick any dental site that comes up and see that if they have a Facebook pixel. So let's see. Okay, actually I don't think a dentist will. So it's not a long process. What I'm just going to do is, for example, I'm going to just type in add espresso, which is a website, and I'm pretty sure they will have a Facebook pixel installed. So I'm just going to go to the Add Espresso website just so you can see an example of the Facebook pixel in action, which shows you if you have a Facebook pixel. So as you can see here, we click on here and one pixel is found on the Add Espresso website, meaning they've properly integrated the Facebook pixel onto this page successfully. So when you have your landing page and you put the Facebook pixel on, or your e-commerce page, you want to again use the Chrome extension Pixel Helper extension to come in here and check whether your pixel has indeed been installed properly on this site. Alright, so after you've got the business manager set up, you've got the Facebook pixel definitely installed on your landing pages if you've already got a landing page set up. Step 2 is you want to research your ideal customer and note things down about that ideal customer, because a crucial part of having success with Facebook ads is actually how much you understand the pain points that your ideal customer has and how much you can showcase that with your ad creative and your ad copy. If you can do that really well, your ad is definitely going to be successful, and you will also have an offer that really addresses the pain point that this customer has, and then they're definitely going to take action. You're going to be successful with the ad. So how to research your ideal customer. A good starting point is Google. So I'll show you exactly how to do this. So for example, if we're advertising for a dentist, we might want to type in just on Google, as you can see here, dental forums. Just as an example, I typed in problems at a dentist. Now there's no definite formula for this, but you just want to type in the niche you are advertising for. You want to look for forums, you want to look for products in that niche, you want to read Amazon reviews, and you want to note things down to really dive into the heart of the pain points of this audience. So for example, if I go to this this here, okay, this obviously this doesn't come up, unfortunately. Let me try another one here. Dental help. Let's see what comes up here. So this is a forum for dentists, so you can kind of go through here and see what concerns people have before they go to the dentist, and note them down. What's a good over-the-counter way to help whiten my teeth that won't hurt my enamel? So obviously this might be something, a good offer, teeth whitening, because people are clearly looking for that. Root canal surgery, a crown has an ulcer. So you can start to look at the problems that people might have, one that makes them go to the dentist, and also what they look for in a dentist as well. And if you can address those pain points in your ad, again, you're much more likely to be successful with the ad, and also your offer is going to be successful as well. So that is a short look on how to research. You want to look at more forums and note these things down. Really understand, one, for example, which demographic your ideal audience is in. For example, are they 18? Are they 55? Do they have a certain income level? What sort of interest do they have? You want to note those all down. Also, when doing your research, you can also come into Ads Manager. You can come into here and make sure you go to Audience Insights, which is here. You open up Audience Insights, and inside Audience Insights is also a place that you can sort of cross-reference the demographics that you started pulling up on Google. For example, if you find that somebody interested in your product, you find on Google they might be interested in a specific magazine or something like that. You want to start diving deep in here as well to note down certain things that you might be able to target, or what demographic these people are in. We'll go more in depth when we're actually targeting, but you could just take a look at, for example, if we have an interest of football. Again, this is very loose, but you can just type in football in the United States. Obviously, this is going to be American football if it's in the United States, but if our product is for men that like American football, you can come inside here just to understand what the makeup that Facebook says of the users that are interested in football, and are also interested in, also in the United States of a certain age. As you can see here, it's 32% are of 25 to 34, then and the next larger percent is 35 to 44, then 18 to 24. So that might help when setting up your ads and understanding what sort of demographic these people are in. Facebook also said they're at least of the university level or high school, and then you can see mostly are married, then single, then in a relationship, then engaged. You can see sort of job titles that they seem to have. Then you can also come in here to see page likes in terms of what sort of page likes do people who are 18 and above, males in the United States, tend to like. So you can kind of put together what sort of interests they might also like. Hot cars, Heineken, NFL memes, UFC. It helps you to come. It helps you to create a picture of the ideal person that you are going to be targeting. So that is also a way to do your. Okay, so after you've done the ideal research, you also want to start deciding, okay, now that you understand what is the ideal audience that you want to target, you have an understanding of the breakdown of them, what income levels and so on. You have to start deciding what is the ideal offer for that one person in that niche. So a good way to do that is you should already start to know, based on the person that you're targeting, what sort of interest they have based on their pain points. Now, if it's a local business, you might also want to take a look at Groupon, which will show you exactly how to utilize. But if you are, for example, an e-commerce store selling a specific product, you can also look at your competitors using info and ads, or just searching up on Google what sort of offers your other competitors have, and see if you can craft something fairly similar. So I'll just show you how to utilize Groupon as a local business to see which offers you might want to target. So again, as a local business, you just go to Google, then we're going to open up groupon.com. And let's see what comes up. So again, this is Groupon. Let's click on no thanks. What you want to do, for example, say we're in Chicago and we're doing an offer for a martial arts studio. So we want to come in here. If you are a martial arts studio, you can just literally search in a specific area, search with the type of business that you have, and see what other competitors, what kind of offers they're running that seem to be doing well. So as you can see here, one is a 1 month of unlimited martial arts classes for this price here, 2 weeks of unlimited classes, 2 weeks unlimited classes, 10 taekwondo classes, 71%, that's an odd number to take off, Krav Maga classes, 5 martial arts for kids. You can see the sort of offers that people are crafting here. So you can utilize that to see, okay, what your competitors are doing, what sort of results they might seem to have based maybe on their reviews as well. And then you can utilize these same ones on Facebook as well. Even try and make them better if you can than your competitors. But this is a way to sort of see what your competitors are doing, what offers resonate with that audience based on, again, the reviews they have. You can see that this offer worked. Step 4 is after you've now decided on what the ideal offer for that person or that person in the audience is, you want to create your ad creative, which is going to go on Facebook. So step 4, create the ad creative. What goes into ad creative that gets results? First of all, as you might have remembered, what we said is the image or video is the first thing that people see when they're scrolling on a newsfeed. So this gets you to stop scrolling. So we want to make sure that the creative that people see, the image that people see, is going to stop people in their tracks and make them actually pay attention. So after they've done the number 2 is the ad copy, and that's the first thing that people see after they've seen the image. That gets people reeled in even further and gets them really bought in, where you can then drive them to an offer. In terms of powerful ad creatives, there's 3 different types of creatives that you can literally utilize on Facebook. Single images, which are just literally, as the title says, a single image. Just one image. Make sure that you don't use clear stock photos or photos that are clearly a stock photo, because that's, if it stands out as clearly a stock photo, it doesn't help to appear native. People aren't going to engage with it because they're going to come across as an ad too distinctly, and people are going to be put off by that and not take action. So don't take stock photos from Google and things like that. They just generally won't perform well on Facebook. The next thing is you want to make sure, as we said numerous times, that the image grabs attention. So as much as possible, use an image that will grab attention and stop the scroll on the Facebook newsfeed. It's people who look in a good mood, not anyone that looks angry or anything like that, because Facebook favor content that is happy, because Facebook wants a good user experience for the users. So people relate to people, so that's why you want to have people in your ads as much as possible, and Facebook favors images that are more positive as well. The next thing when it comes to creating powerful creatives is you can also, apart from having single images, you can also utilize multiple images which tell a story, and I'll show you exactly what this looks like. So in terms of multiple images, Facebook gives you the option to not just have one image, but say 4 images in a row that you can use as an advert. So that can tell a story, and you can use different images to tell the story, as I said, and make different points or showcase different benefits that you want to express to a user. For example, if you're a restaurant, you can show an image of the outside of the restaurant, another image of the inside, another image of a happy customer, another image with a close-up of the food. That will be an ideal sort of image telling a story, showcase different benefits for a restaurant. Now also you can utilize video as well. With video, the same way as an image, you want to get attention, and then you want to have something that acts as a pattern interrupt and grabs attention within the first few seconds of a video. So often people have autoplay on Facebook, so the video is going to play automatically, but if you don't get the attention in the first few seconds, then you've literally wasted that. So no one is going to watch 10 minutes into a video that bores them to death. So that's one of the mistakes that people make on Facebook, is using an image or a video that just doesn't get attention, and especially with a video, just literally putting a 10-minute video on there that doesn't really compel someone. So also on the video, you want to showcase benefits and showcase the benefits of the product or service. Now, where to get images? As we said, you don't necessarily want to use stock photos. Stock photos aren't the best thing necessarily to use when running ads, because it's going to seem too much like an ad. It's going to put people off. So the first thing, or the best way that you want to actually get images for your ads or get videos, is to take your own creatives, which is actually get a camera and actually take pictures inside your if you have a restaurant, if you have a cafe, if you want to actually, or dentist, dental practice, you're selling e-commerce products, you actually want to try and take images on your own. Even with an iPhone these days, smartphones got really great quality. You want to just take pictures of your own and try and maybe edit them. There's some techniques you can use to like grayscale them so that they seem a bit more eye-catching, but you want to take your own creatives. Now, if you, for whatever reason, you can't take creatives at that point in time, but you still do want to advertise, the next best alternative is to find good creatives online. So sometimes, especially for retargeting ads, which will walk you through, you can use certain GIFs or GIFs, I don't know how you pronounce them, but certain GIFs that are in pop culture and really get attention. Just make sure it's not copyrighted. But you can also find good creatives on one website that I like to use, which is called Unsplash, and I'll show you how to utilize that now. Or you can also just create your own on Canva as well, which is a free tool that you can utilize to create good ad creative. So I'll walk you through now what Unsplash looks like, as well as Canva as well for creating ad images. Okay, so this is an example of Unsplash. As you can see here, this are the type of images that they have here. They aren't necessarily too much like stock images. They are really high quality, which you want with your Facebook advertising. For example, they do have people in them, quite nice images that you can utilize for your Facebook ads. So for example, if we were a dentist, we could look up, for example, teeth, and try and find some good images in here. So for example, I like this one. It's got a happy child. People are definitely quite likely going to stop on this because it seems very native as well. It doesn't seem too much like a stock photo as well. So once we have that, you can either just utilize that image right off the bat to run your ads, and we'll show you how to use that actually in your ads if you're a dental clinic. But you can also come into Canva here and also create your image here. So once you come into Canva, again, it's free. Just sign up, click on create a design. Then what you can do is you look for the specific ones for Facebook. So here you see it's got Facebook ads image, or you can just select, for example, a Facebook post. So let's just say we're going to go with a Facebook post, which we can use for an ad as well. So we're going to come in here, and then let's wait for that to load. Then literally what you can do is you can literally just come into here, maybe click on a template if you don't want to start from scratch. Let's get rid of this image, and then what we're going to do is we're going to upload our own image here. We just drag it here, and then you want to, as you can see, obviously this is what I've been using for some of my YouTube thumbnails, but you want to click on this, just bring this here, click on this, so and you can put this forward so the text appears forward. Then you want to literally just open this up fully. Next, obviously, so we can actually see this, let's delete this one as well. But so we can see this text, you want to make this say white. So for example, so we can just put this here, free teeth cleaning. Okay, so with Facebook, one thing to note with text is you don't want to have too much text. When your text is too much on Facebook with an ad, they are going to limit the amount of people that are able to see the ad. So you don't want to have too much text. Try and make sure it's 20% or less on Facebook. And if you want to make sure, what you can do is go to here and look for Facebook text overlay tool. Just type this into Google. Then once you type into Google, it's going to pull up a specific link that you can utilize to actually check if your image goes over 20%. And if it does, again, you're able to run it. But if it's just too much, Facebook is going to limit the amount of reach that that ad gets, and you aren't going to be successful. So let's use this Facebook grid tool, or you can also use the official Facebook one. Either work very well, but when you pull up the tool, then again you can upload the photo that you are aiming to use. So for example, I'm going to pull up the photo. 1 second. Click on choose file. Okay, so you pretty much use this tool. It's telling me the image size is too big, but if you utilize this tool, it's going to tell you if your image is too much. So for example, let's take a look at this. If you were to run this, the text is only here, so the image fits it, and you okay. This is 8%. But if it's above, say if the text was on here, then the image will exceed the amount that Facebook generally likes. So for example, here is above the 20%, this is 36%, so you will definitely get limited reach if your text appeared in all these places here. So that is how that works. Okay, now if you have the ad creative, you picked your image and video, the next thing that you want to have is your ad copy, which is what people are going to read after your creative has already got the attention. So what you always need to make sure you address in your ad copy is 1, who are you? 2, what is in it for the person on the other end of the ad? So in terms of your audience, what's in it for them? Next, have some call to action that asks for one thing, so don't complicate it and ask for 5 different things. Have a clear objective where you want to send people to, and then ensure your ad copy is easy to understand and clear, so don't complicate things for the sake of it. Next, additional ad copy tips. You want to utilize emojis, because emojis grab attention and make things easier to understand, because we largely understand pictures. So add a story as well, if applicable, as people we love and get drawn to stories. Next thing, also social proof matters. So if you can somehow prove that other people similar to the audience you're targeting, or similar to the person on the other end, like or enjoy the product or service, the ad will generally perform better. So if you can utilize testimonial reviews or get a lot of Facebook engagement on the ad, that's going to pull up social proof and make sure the ad performs even better. Step 5, after you've got the ad copy dialed in, you've got the ad creative. Of course, we've already researched the audience. Next is working on the funnel, and you can utilize either just a Facebook lead form, which is integrated into Facebook, or you can use a landing page software like ClickFunnels or Leadpages. So I'll just briefly show you how to utilize ClickFunnels. All right, so this is what ClickFunnels look like. You just literally sign up. Then you want to come here and click on Build Funnel, and it's going to pull up a page similar to what this looks like. So as you can see here, this is a ClickFunnels page. Then let me just pull this up to go to Edit Page, and you're going to see sort of how it looks. Okay, so this is an example of a landing page. This is the step that people are going to see after the Facebook ad. So as you can see here, attention Florida, get your free teeth cleaning and consultation. With the landing page they set up, you just want to make sure that it's extremely simple. Don't complicate things. Make sure it's consistent with the ad that people see, the ad copy you have in there, and it's got the same offer. So this is how this one looks. Attention Florida, get your free teeth cleaning and consultation. We're offering free teeth cleaning for 50 people this week. Then they can just click here to open the pop-up, and that is going to pull up a pop-up like this. Enter your details below to claim your coupon code for a free teeth cleaning. Enter name and phone number, and people are going to get your coupon. As a side note, this is where you want to also enter the Facebook pixel here. So you can come in here and enter the header code here. So going back to the pixel page on Facebook, you can copy this page, then go on to ClickFunnels, then you can add the header code in here on ClickFunnels, and once you click on this, that is the code literally done. But I don't want the header code actually to be in here because this is not a live funnel, so I'm going to remove this right now. But you want to make sure the header code is in the another place that you can put the header code is just here, which I'll show you in a second. A second way that you can do that is go into here, so click on settings. And when you click on settings inside the funnels here, you can just put in the head tracking code as well in this place here. So just literally press paste, and there is the pixel code put up here. Of course, I'm going to delete this as well because I don't want this here. Another thing with ClickFunnels, setting up the landing page, you can also just literally include a domain that you have access to. So you buy a domain on somewhere like Namecheap, and then you can literally just add in the domain here. So these are two domains that I have currently linked to the ClickFunnels, and you can just, for example, make a specific domain for the offer that you have and add this in here so people don't see the ClickFunnels domain, but they actually have a custom domain that you set up. Next, of course, you have the thank you page, which is part of the funnel, and you set it up as well in ClickFunnels just like this. So this is the page, and as we said, the thank you page is going to further incentivize people to take action and deliver on what we promised with the offer, or let people know how to claim the offer. All right, so you should now have all the elements in place to actually properly set up your ad. So as we can see, an overview of the Facebook Ads Manager. When you actually start setting up campaigns, there are different structures inside the Ads Manager. Firstly, you've got campaigns. On the campaign level, that's the objective of your campaign, and as we said, you should always have a clear objective that you want to get with your ads, whether you're trying to get leads, whether you're trying to get clicks to a website, whether you're trying to get people to watch a video. Always have one clear objective. Under that objective, you're going to have ad sets. So you can see ad set 1, ad set 2. Inside here, we'll have the details in terms of targeting and placements, and then under those ad sets, inside those ad sets, we're going to have ad 1, ad 2, and then on the other ad sets, we have another ad 1 and 2. And this is, of course, the creative and ad copy. So a side note, disclaimer, you want to use the same page post ID on ads in order to keep the social proof and make the ad seem more popular. We'll show you exactly how to keep the same page post IDs in a second. And then also in terms of targeting for a local business that operates in a certain area, for example, a restaurant, cafe, doctor, dentist, the only targeting you really need to do is you just need to choose a radius that the business businesses customers are from. So for example, if you're a dentist in Florida, perhaps you get your customers in a 40-mile radius, so you want to set that up accordingly and just literally choose in a 40-mile radius. For e-commerce businesses or services that are more broader, or they have a broader audience that is not just in the local area, you want to target based on interest, and you want to try and keep, especially when you first start off with your ads and you don't have data on your pixel, you want to try and keep your the size of the audience that you target between 1 and 4 million if you can. That is the ideal range that you want to keep it at. Broad enough to get result and scale, but not too small, not too broad that Facebook, because you don't have enough data. So keep your audience between 1 to 4 million to start off with. So now we'll just again walk you through the setting up of the ads inside the ads manager and how exactly it should look. So creating a new campaign, you're going to come here, you're going to click on create, and then that's going to pull up different options and different objectives that you can choose. So here is where you choose your objective, and again, you don't want to complicate this, just make it as easy as possible to understand and as close to what actually your objective is. So the main ones that you're going to be utilizing for an e-commerce business, info product business, lead generation business are mainly going to be just traffic, engagement, video views, and if you're an e-commerce store, catalog and conversion. But we're not really going to talk about catalog sales in this video, but it's going to be again mainly traffic here, which is literally, as you can see if you highlight here, is to send people to a destination on or off Facebook, such as a website, app, or messenger conversation. So mostly this is to send people to a website. Next, you've got video views, when you just want people to consume a video, because then you can then retarget based on the percent that people have watched of the video. So that is video views. Next, you've got engagement. So get more post engagement, page likes, event responses, or offer claims. So that is literally just to get people to like, share, comment on your post. You might not be getting much revenue back because Facebook is literally going to look for the people that they think will get the best actions for that. So when you choose engagement, you're not telling Facebook that you actually want to get people to click onto your website. You're telling them you want to get the most people to engage with the content. Next is also the conversion campaign, which is a really powerful campaign because it's geared at actually getting leads and sales. So this is the intent, is to drive valuable actions on your website. So you want to use this fairly often. Most of the time you're going to be actually using the conversion campaign. So again, I'll just choose this and see what pops up. So when you choose the conversion campaign, then you want to name your campaign according to the objective that you're going for. So for example, let's say we're a dentist. We type this dental leads conversion campaign. And actually we want to name this, I always name this top of funnel. Again, top of funnel means the people that are a cold audience. This is how I name them in our agency, top of funnel, so we understand exactly what this is. We'll break down my exact naming conventions in a future video, but again, this is just generally how you want to name it, and you want to name it so you understand what that campaign is and you can easily go back to it and understand what it is. Next, after you've done the you've chosen the objective, you've named the objective, you then want to just press continue. And as a side note, is campaign budget optimization is pretty much choosing the budget on the campaign level. Now, Facebook still gives you an option to choose the budget that you want to go with on the ad set level, which is in here. But again, from September or later on in the year that I'm making this video, they are going to roll out campaign budget optimization for every single person. So you want to start getting used to actually utilizing campaign budget optimization. So I'll show you both ways of doing this. With campaign budget optimization, you're going to set the budget that you want to spend per day on the entire campaign. And inside that campaign, you can have multiple ad sets that are going to try and spread that budget between them. Facebook is going to optimize themselves and sort of spread that budget between those different ad sets you set up. So for example, if you choose $50 here per day, or you can maybe even choose $10 per day, If you have 3 different ad sets under this campaign, Facebook is trying to go and optimize that budget and allocate it properly along those 3 different ad sets in that campaign. Now, when Facebook starts to see that one campaign or one ad set is performing better than the others, they're going to push budget more towards what's working, because obviously they want to get you better results, and that's how it's going to work. Now, if you aren't doing campaign budget optimization, meaning you still are watching this video between middle of 2019, we're not in the late 2019 yet. If you're not going to use campaign budget optimization, again, everything else is similar in the rest of the setup, but you just don't choose the budget here. You choose it in the ad set level. So once you do that, you press continue, and when you press continue, that's going to take you into the ad set level where you can set up multiple ad sets. So as you can see here, this is the ad set here where you choose the interest, and if you're not doing campaign budget optimization, this is where you're going to set the budget as well. So you choose the conversion event that you want. For example, you can choose complete registration, so it's going to optimize for completed registrations. And then you choose the ad set name, for example, leads. First of all, you want to choose who you are targeting. So for example, if we're targeting females in London that like golf, for example. So you can do that, and then you can come inside here. A custom audience is going to be people that have previously taken action and you save those audiences already. The custom audiences are pretty much retargeting. So if we're doing any retargeting, we're going to be choosing one of these audiences that's going to give us retargeting audiences because they've already taken action. Or we can also use a saved audience based on an audience we already saved, lookalike audiences, etc. But if not, you're just going to be using the standard locations as well as the interest targeting here. Firstly, you want to turn this off. I never turn it on. You can leave the language blank. For example, if you're targeting the United States, generally it will reach people that speak English anyway. But if you are, say, looking for a specific demographic or your ad is in Spanish, you might want to then choose the language Spanish here. Then you choose the ages, and for example, if, as we named, we're looking for people in London, so you can literally just type that here, London, United Kingdom, and we can leave that blank. And then in terms of the detailed targeting, if we're looking for people who like golf, you can literally just put that in here. For example, golf. Let's type in another one, golf course. We are looking for people who like golf for whatever reason. And then we put that in here. And what Facebook is going to do as well, it's going to give you suggestions when you start to populate this a bit more. So now you can see it's starting to give you similar suggestions to what you're looking for. And we pay attention to this. We make sure it's in the audience size that we want to target. As I said, look for an audience size, especially if you don't have data between 1 and 4 million. So currently this could reach the amount of people, it fits the threshold that we want to target. So we can add in something else actually to get this higher. Let's see how high that goes. 1.3 still. Let's add in Golf Magazine. Still 1.3. US Open. I think this will get much larger. Still 1.3. Okay, let's just leave it like that. And then you can also edit the placement. Typically, I turn all these off except for Facebook feeds, as well as Instagram feeds as well. I turn off audience network because that tends to be junk traffic for myself as well as students of mine, as well as for my clients. Audience network doesn't seem to perform that well unless we're doing retargeting ads sometimes. So mostly you want to turn this off. Turn off Messenger as well as unless you're doing specific Messenger campaigns. And until you find campaigns that are working, just focus on Instagram feeds and Facebook feeds. Now later on, if you want to utilize Facebook story ads, I have a video above there on specifically Facebook story ads. I'll link up there, but to start off with, you don't need that. You can just literally leave it as that, and then you want to also come into the identity here and set up the actual ads. So this is where you set up the ads, you choose what sort of creatives you want and so on, all inside the ads here. That's after you've chosen the campaign, you've chosen the type of targeting and budget that you want. Then you can literally just continue from there. on a side note, before I forget, if you're not doing campaign budget optimization, the budget should be in here. So let's make sure you know where the budget is. As you can see, daily budget is here. You can also do a lifetime budget and then choose when you want to start and when you want to stop and how much you want to spend in that time frame. But the best option to go with is actually a daily budget, and then you can choose how much you actually want to spend. I typically start with $10 a day on ad campaigns that I run, or $5 per day, but you can choose what you want. I'd recommend something along that range to actually start getting data. But yeah, start with what your budget allocates. So run my ad set continuously starting today, and then it tells you how much you spend per week, and you can leave these kind of as it is. And the key, if you are running on a daily budget, is you need to actually come in and stop the ads if they're not performing. So you need to be checking on your ads. If not, Facebook is just going to keep spending. That is the only one thing to keep track of. Or if you don't want to keep track coming in yourself, you can also come into here and set up automated rules, which are going to help you turn your ads off at specific times. Finally, when to stop your ads. When you started running ads, what are general guidelines in terms of when to stop your ads, when to continue? So generally, if you spend $5 to $10 and you get no clicks at all on your link, basically no traffic to your landing page after spending $5 to $10, then you can stop your ads because they're not performing. People aren't resonating with your offer. Second, if your ad CTR, link click CTR is below 0.5, firstly, double check to make sure you're not generating results. And if you're not and the ad CTR is low, what that means is people, again, are not resonating with your ad. So it might not mean everything is terrible, but you do need to at least tweak your ad copy, tweak your creative, tweak your offer to make sure that it is really resonating. Again, I have a video somewhere up there on exactly what to do if you've set up ads and they aren't performing for you. But again, this generally should start getting you results. If you spend 1.5 or 2 times the max amount that you're willing to pay for a lead or sale and don't get any results, then you want to stop your ads as well. So for example, if you want a $10 lead and you spend $15 to $20 with no leads, or you want a $10 sale and you spend $15 to $20 with no sales, then you definitely want to stop. I would actually, in order not to waste money, stop it at $15 or stop it at $10. Don't be emotional about that, and really be discerning and emotionless when it comes to cutting your ads. That's the best thing to do. If it's not performing above a certain amount, just cut them and set up new ads and consistently test different ads against each other. So final notes are, you want to keep campaigns and ad sets inside the ads manager properly named with consistent naming conventions. 2, separate cold audiences ads and warm audience ads separately. Ensure you have retargeting ads set up, and then test. So finally, as this is basically the end of the video, I'll just show you also quickly how you will be able to set up retargeting ads. Alright, so if you have the pixel set up correctly, you've already started running ads, you should start building up audiences that you can then use to retarget. The question is, how do you do retargeting? Retargeting, basically, you just need to create a custom audience. So again, we're going to show you how to do that. Look for custom audiences somewhere here. Actually, it should now just change to audiences, I believe. So open up audiences, and then inside audiences, you're going to be able to create a custom audience that you can then utilize to retarget. That's literally all you need to retarget. And the retargeting audience will appear when you are doing your targeting inside the ads manager. It's going to appear on the ad set level, and you just choose that custom audience you create, and that's enough to start running retargeting ads. Okay, so as you can see, these are some custom audiences that we've already created in this for this ad account. But you want to come here to create audience, click on custom audience, and that's going to give you the opportunity to create a custom audience based on certain actions people have taken on your website, whether it's people that have been on your Instagram account, people who watch a video. So you can literally come inside here and choose what source you want, whether it's a video that you put on your Facebook page. You can create a custom audience based on people who've watched a certain percentage, whether it's people who have interacted with a lead form. And again, Facebook will tell you exactly what it is. People who've interacted with your Facebook page, a customer file, which is sort of like an email list that you can upload to Facebook, customer list, website traffic, which is based on people who have been on your website. Facebook can then, you can then retarget based on that. And when setting up your retargeting, you want to make sure that you don't give them the same message that you gave with your cold audience ads, or they're just going to get tired. So for example, this is creating a video custom audience. We can choose people who engage with a video on our page in the last, say, 90 days. You can choose people who viewed at least 3 seconds of a video, people who viewed at least 10 seconds of a video, 50%. So normally I would go with 75%, for example. You can choose the video. It's going to come up, and then literally you just choose the video you want, and then it comes up here. Then you name it, maybe custom audience video views 75%, main video, for example. Yeah, just name it something that you can really come back to and understand what it is. Of course, put the time frame 90 days. Then you create audience. Of course, I haven't chosen a video, so I can't, but that's how you create an audience that you can then use for retarget. So this is pretty much an A to Z on how you can understand all the elements of Facebook ads. I hope at this time you are understanding exactly how to set things up. So finally, you can watch me set an ad campaign up from scratch. Again, this should be really quick, but I'll just walk you through briefly again everything that we outlined here so you can understand how to do it. So back in the ads manager, as you can see here, these are different campaigns we've already set up. These are top of funnel cold audience ads. These are middle of funnel, so this is retargeting, and we've got bottom of funnel, which is retargeting as well. So as you can see, first of all, I'll actually show you inside these campaigns. So as you can see, this is the campaign level that we set up for these. We've got 2 different ad sets in here with 2 different types of targeting. As you can see here, let me go into this and see what kind of targeting we had. And then also, as you can see here, we've got the video here. So you can come into here, preview, and then this is going to pull up the video. As you can see here, we've got a lot of social proof on here, so you want to make sure you utilize the paid post ID to keep that social proof on future ads. So this is an example. You can sort of see previews on the desktop or previews on the mobile, and make sure it appears as you want it. So that's exactly how that sort of works. So let's go back to the campaign level. We're going to create an ad for this campaign. We're going to pretend we are a dentist trying to get leads. So we're going to choose conversions again. So that is conversions, dental leads, top of funnel. Then we do either campaign budget optimization or not, but then you want to go to the ad set. Next, choose the conversion event, complete registrations. You want to actually be choosing leads if you're going for leads. If you're an e-commerce store, you want to be choosing purchases. Then we just again choose Florida, 18 plus, males plus females, Jacksonville, 40 miles. So again, we've named it accordingly so we can understand what that is. Then literally we're just going to change this to Jacksonville, keep it open, Florida, and then we're going to keep that at 40 kilometers. That's what we wanted, both males and females. Then we're going to turn this off, as I said. Edit placements. Again, make sure that you turn all these off and leave just the Facebook feed and the Instagram feed to start off with. All right, once all that's turned off, as you can see, the audience size is pretty good, between 1 and 4 million, as we said. And then we want to choose our budget. $10 per day, I believe, is good. That's where we usually start off, so $70 a week. Again, if you are starting to get results, you can scale that up. If you're not getting results, you can just literally pause it. If you realize you spent $10 not getting any clicks, you spent $20 not getting any leads, you can pause the campaigns and tweak. Because again, a key to success with Facebook ads is testing constantly. So you might not have success right off the bat, but you're going to have to test different elements to find what works, what's not working, and improve as you go along. So once you set that up, you go to identity, and that's where, again, we're going to set up the actual ad. So here's where you choose an Instagram account. If you want to run some Instagram accounts, choose an Instagram account linked. Name this ad maybe main ad dental clinic. This is just for example purposes. If you've got an existing post that you want to use, you can put that here. If you have a page post ID, you can also come here and put use existing post, and then it's going to give you the opportunity to put a page post ID, which you do here. So you can come here, enter the page post ID, and put that in here, and then that's going to populate it inside here. But for this example, we're going to create a ad from scratch. So again, we're going to use a single image. So I'm going to pull up an image that we got for the dental clinic. Okay, so we've got the image here. This is what is going to appear on the mobile newsfeed. Then you want to literally put what you're going to be promoting here. So for example, just for an example, this is, I'm going to take an old client, put it in here, but you want to put the link that actually goes to your landing page here. Then you want to put the text. So for example, attention Florida, and then you can use Control Command on a Mac to bring up emojis. Then you can add in some emojis. So put that in, for example, attention Florida. Are you looking to get your pearly whites shining? Again, this is not necessarily the best ad copy, but you can see how we are just getting attention here. We are doing something crazy to promote our dental clinic, and we'll love you to be part of the 50 people that get our free teeth cleaning offer. Here to be one of the 50 to get a free teeth cleaning. And then you put the call to action, www teethcleaning.com. Obviously, don't make spelling mistakes like I'm doing here, but make sure that you call out who you exactly you want, have a hook and an offer, as we said, and then also you have a call to action to the landing page and send people to. And then you can preview this to make sure everything is good. Next, you want to also have a headline here, so free, get a free teeth cleaning, limited availability. So people will definitely want to take action on that. You can also put in another description that comes here. We are offering a free teeth cleaning this week, 50 running out. So again, this is not necessarily amazing ad copy, but this is an example of the kind of ad that you want to set up. We set it up from step by step very easily inside here. Once this is running and it's all good to go, you just literally press confirm, and there you have it. Your ad is now running on Facebook. All right, so at this point, there's a number of things that are going to happen. You watch this entire A to Z video, you should understand how to set up ads. You're probably one of these four type of people. You own and run a business. 2, you provide social media marketing or Facebook ads as a service. 3, you do affiliate advertising, affiliate marketing, or sell and are trying to sell a Facebook info product or an info product in general. Number 4, you're setting up or currently run an e-commerce store. So most likely, if you watch this video up to now, you are one of these 4. So the thing is, if you do run a business, you might want someone else to set up everything and take charge of this entire process for you. You might as well watch this video, but you don't necessarily want to have to set this up yourself. You don't want to use the time. You don't want to waste money. So this is, you might want to save time. You might also want to save money from potentially making more costly mistakes with your advertising. And if that's the case, I'd invite you to click below and book a free call with myself and members of my team to see if we are a fit and perhaps if we can take over your advertising, Facebook advertising, and set up this process for you. And if we can 100% provide great revenue from your advertising. If we can't, obviously we're going to say so and we won't work together. But if you do want us to do this and we get on the call and are a fit, just a disclaimer and side note, we aren't necessarily cheap. We're anywhere between $1,500 and $8,000 per month to take care of this entire process for you. But of course, the results we generate are exceptional, which we'll showcase to you on a call as well. So if you are a business, I invite you to just somewhere below this video, book a time with me, set up a meeting, and we'll just discuss if indeed we can get some of these amazing Facebook ad results that I showcase to you for your business as well. And if so, what the process looks like. So you might not be a business though. You might be a social media marketer or a Facebook marketer who's watched this video trying to learn Facebook marketing to provide it as a service. So what about you? At this stage of the video, you can obviously go two ways. You can start to continue to learn all this free information on YouTube, spend maybe another 3 to 6 months, maybe potentially getting a client, but then losing that client maybe because you are not able to fully deliver results, or you're still struggling to get clients in the first place. That is the first direction you can go in. Or the second direction is to get help from myself and my team to properly help you set up ads like this, give you a step-by-step process to generate results and get your first paying clients if you don't already have them within the next 30 to 45 days, paying you $1,000 to do this kind of process for them. So if that sounds interesting to you, just click the link below, book a free call with myself, and see how we can provide you a battle plan to get even better results and get your first $1,000 client this month if you're struggling to. Now, if you don't take advantage of those two offers, at least you can watch some more content on this channel. Again, everything on this channel is free, so click some more videos on this channel and continue to educate yourself. Hopefully share some results that you are getting with this advertising, and let me know if you enjoyed this tutorial. I'd love to hear sort of if it helped, what results you were able to get from utilizing these steps, and just let me know in the comments, and speak to you soon.